to be harvested sustainably. For each tree that's cut down, several are planted or naturally regrown in its place at a rate that keeps the environment stable. According to the U.S. Forest Service, over 4 million trees are planted in the United States every day, with nearly 2 million planted by the paper and wood products industries. Remember Mr. Beast's Team Trees? $20 million for 20 million trees? Amazing accomplishment, right? And it was, but in perspective, that's 5 days worth of planting for these companies. The businesses aren't evil, or at the very least aren't evil for those reasons. Their business interests force them to be sustainable, and that is the Onceler's big mistake. He didn't see the forest for the trees, if you'll pardon the pun. So who is the villain of the lorax? It's the consumer. It's us. It's easy to point at the big business guys, in this case the Onceler and Aloysius O'Hare, and say, you did this, you're the one at fault for all of this, but they're only doing what we as the consumer are telling them to do. Both O'Hare and the Onceler reference the consumer at various points throughout the movie.
You gotta be kidding me. You really think people are stupid enough to buy this?
Can we fault him for selling us a product that we're telling him we want? He doesn't believe it, but if that's what we want, he'll sell it to us. And again, with the Onceler.
How bad could I possibly be? All the customers are buying, and the money's multiplying.
The customers are buying. That is us telling him, we approve of what you're doing, keep providing that service. Again, both men are just fulfilling a need that the consumer is telling them that they want. For more proof, Onceler was ready to pack up his Thneed business when it wasn't selling, but ramps it up again when consumer demand is through the roof. If it wasn't for all of those people wanting to buy a Thneed, the forest would still be intact. From what we see and hear in the movie, the people of Thneedville are perfectly happy with their giant cars, and their inflatable trees, and their waste of batteries. They want those things, and you know what they don't want? Trees.
O'Hare's right!
Thneed will ruin us all!
Stop it!
Onceler and O'Hare aren't the bad guys like the movie wants to frame it. It's much more complicated than that. We're the bad guys here, because we are the ones that let their bad business practices slide. We didn't prioritize nature. We didn't care about the trees because we wanted a Thneed no matter the cost. We didn't care about air quality to worry about O'Hare's pollution. For change to happen, it doesn't fall on them, it falls on us. And if we disapprove of the way someone is doing business or what a company stands for, it's up to the consumer to vote with their dollar. But to both O'Hare and Onceler in the movie, the dollars thus far had been telling them, we approve what you're doing. That's why this line in the movie and in the book is so important.
Because unless someone like you cares a whole awful lot, nothing is going to get better.
It's not about the Onceler, it's not about O'Hare, it's about us.